We see our role in the pro-life movement as a very unique niche role. We can go into the campuses, go into the schools that are the front lines of the abortion industry. We know this is where they target. And we know that when that girl is in college, she's especially vulnerable to the cunning marketing of Planned Parenthood in the industry. Because she's alone, often for the first time in her life. She knows she's made a mistake and she's afraid of how her parents are going to react. And she sees her old self die. Because she knows that no matter what decision she makes, whether she chooses life or abortion, her life will never be the same again. So 6 years ago, we decided to take Students for Life, which had been for a long time a student-run ministry that was part-time, off and on. We decided to take it full-time. We decided to take it full-time because we knew we had to be the ones to step up. We had to do it. And we didn't know if we were going to be successful, but we knew we had to try. We had no idea what it was going to take. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but we knew we had to do it because it was necessary. And in the process, a model from Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel became one of my personal models. There may be times when we're powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. That's what it feels like a lot of times for the pro-life movement. You're working every single day, and you're not seeing results. And sometimes you see a great story, you get a great phone call, a bill passes. But every single day, and you know you have to keep going on because that's what God's called us to do. We know that as young people ourselves, now I'm not as young as I used to be, but I'm still fairly young, we have this unique ability to take the message that we saw in college and in high school and get that message out to college campuses today. To speak the lingo, to design the flyers, to design the websites that are appealing to people as they. We know that we can reach, and talk about purely business model, we can reach Planned Parenthood's customers first. But instead of falsehoods and deceptions, we can reach them with truth and love. And while this generation may poll very progressive on issues, we also know this generation, 18 and 29-year-olds, is the most pro-life generation since the handing down of Roe v. Wade and Doe v. Bolton in 1973. The tide is turning, and we continue to sell posters. In fact, this November, an article came out in the Weekly Standard. A guy named Fred Barnes had called our office and attesting to our youth. He's pretty big in the conservative political world, D.C., and no one in the office knew who he was, and he's on Fox News campaigning. So he goes, this old guy's on the phone, and he's asking a lot of really detailed questions, Kristan. And I wasn't there. They called me and said, well, just answer him, you know, and try to get who he is, if he's a reporter, if he just wants more information. And so our assistant director came on, she goes, his name is Fred Barnes. I don't know. So we had this impromptu, I was like, oh, I'll do something in the office. So we had this impromptu interview with Fred Barnes, and this article comes out at Weekly Standard this November. And it was called The Unheralded Gains of the Pro-Life Movement. He starts out the article talking about Students for Life in America and the rise of pro-life youth activism. Two social scientists this August came out with a study looking at this generation's view of abortion. It was a 40-page study. I thought, oh man, I printed it out, I took it on a plane, I'm going to read it because I'm going to learn something I do not know. I need to know what's in the study. And 40 pages, 39 pages, the last page was the summary. They're going through all this polling data, the demographic data, they're drilling down into the data, and they eventually come up and say, well, they're just a Juno generation. That's how they explain this pro-life generation. And they actually said, their unique life experiences have shaped their views of abortion. I couldn't agree with them more. That's why this generation is pro-life. We're the ones. Not only are we survivors of abortion, so if you're born after 1973, you're a survivor, but we've witnessed it on our friends, our roommates, our moms, our sisters, and our cousins. We all know someone who's had an abortion. We all know that we're we've lost somebody in our life. But also, for the first time, this generation, we can see those products of conception. We can see the preborn child in the womb, kicking, sucking his thumb. No longer can the other side say it's a blob of tissue. It becomes a fundamental human rights question. Does the preborn have rights, or does the mother's rights trump the preborn rights?